But before you make the actual real estate purchase, we have to talk about five things that factor into determining how much you offer on a house. All right, so number one, let's talk about what the current market conditions are, right? So there's two different types of markets. Well, technically three. There's a buyer's market, a seller's market, and what we consider a balanced market. In northern New Jersey right now, I would tell you, you have a seller's market, which means the sellers have a lot more leverage than the buyers do because we have less inventory than the buyer demand. Now, if we're looking in like Austin, Texas, for instance, that's currently a buyer's market, a lot of inventory, so the buyers have a lot to choose from. And of course, all throughout the country, there's balanced markets in between with roughly 3 to 6 months of inventory. But here in Jersey, as you guys know, we have, anywhere from less than a month to 2 months of inventory. So it is very, very leaning towards sellers being able to get what they want, which means much less negotiating capability for the buyer, okay? So you really kind of have to submit an offer that is often frequently over asking and sometimes well over asking. And the sellers have the upper hand in the negotiations. As a matter of fact, sometimes around here, you don't even have a negotiation capability. You just are told, hey, the offers are due on Tuesday at 5 p.m. And then you just have to throw in your offer and kind of hope that you get the house, right? You're seeing that. You'll see it's called the highest and best. So sometimes that's what we're working with. Now, in that seller's market, one thing that's super important, and this is how I tend to work with my clients, which is we want to know what the neighborhood comparables are selling for. And I do it by, what is the price per square foot of the median and where is this house listed and where do we think it's actually going to land given the conditions of the house, right? Given the other factors, right? So how many people are offering, what's the condition, what are the interest rates currently? All of these things affect that. So please know whether you're in a buyer's market or a seller's market. Okay, so I kind of jumped the gun on number two because number two is really understanding the comparables of the neighborhood.